Hello everybody, I'm so glad to see you. That's right, today is Thursday. You know what that means, art day. So find your art space, get your supplies, get your sketchbook out. Today we're going to need paper, pencil, and our sketchbooks. Now in your sketchbooks, if you're at home, if you have colored pencils, you can use those, okay? So let's get ready, and I will count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ready. For those of you that are in class, remember, when I ring the bell twice, that means stop talking, stop working. If you're here with me in class, you can always go home and watch the video and pause it. If you're at home, you can always pause it and watch it as many times as you need to do the drawings, okay? And you can always go back to the past videos, okay? So let's get started. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remember, if you're at home, when you watch the video, I will get the green check mark, and that will be your participation grade. And some of you didn't watch it, so you need to make sure you watch it. That is a grade, okay? And I love when you send the pictures in. I can keep up with what you're doing and seeing where I need to go for the next week, okay? So let's get out our sketchbooks, and on page 1, we did our tubes. We know contour lines give things volume. We did it with our L's and our V's. Turn the page. That's right. Baby Devon's climbing tree, and this is always everyone's favorite trick. If you're at home, what we've been doing in the classroom is we've been adding tubes going up and going down. So you may want to try that to your sketchbook. This one we talked about foreshortening circles. This is a circle which is flat, two-dimensional. By stretching that flat 2D circle, it becomes foreshortening. And my tube can go in and out. When things are three-dimensional, we have to add shading. Like I'm three-dimensional. I have shading from the light. And we've talked about that value is when we go dark to light. So the circle is flat. The foreshortened circles are three-dimensional and have shading. And of course, our tubes have contour lines to show that they have volume. They kind of turn into straws. Then we worked on, that's right, the rhino, but it's the flag. A contour line. This is a peekaboo line. We do a lot of overlapping to make things three-dimensional. That's why that is called a peekaboo line. And today, you're going to have to know the peekaboo line. And where I have peekaboo lines, I also have the shading. Turn the page. The cylinder. We talked about this is the horizon line where the sky meets the ground. This is the cast shadow. Things that are three-dimensional have shading. I have shading, but I also have a shadow. That's called the cast shadow. Things that go dark to light, that's value. Because this is three-dimensional, it's a foreshortened circle. And then we worked on the birthday cake, which is like little tiny cylinders on top of each other. And to do that, we had to do the foreshortening circles. Remember, we can't go flat circles or it will be a flat birthday cake, but we want a 3D birthday cake that looks round. Again, we had to set it on the table, the horizon line. Remember, things don't sit right on the horizon line, they sit below the horizon line. That shows that it's three-dimensional. Again, I have the shading and I have the cast shadow. Well, today we're going to work on in our sketchbook. These are called stacking hippo tables. It maybe doesn't look like much, but in our next lesson we're going to learn how to twist and turn them all over the page. And I do not know why they're called hippo tables, but they remind me of tables, kitchen tables that are round, that have that one big leg in the middle. They're called pedestal tables. So think of it that way. And again, it's like the birthday cake. In the drawing, we're gonna build down, not up. So let me show you in your sketchbook how you're gonna do the hippo tables. Start just like you did the cylinder, the foreshortened circle, not a flat circle. They don't look anything alike. By now you can tell that. Make sure you come off your edges. Now we do not want to connect with a straight line, do we? We now just went from three-dimensional to two-dimensional. That's not right. It's a round object, so we're going to have to go with the jumping line, the contour line, okay? Now that's the top of my table. To put the leg on the table or the pedestal, and don't do it too thin like this. That doesn't look like it can hold it up, does it? And again, would I connect that with a straight line? No, that cannot hold that. Can I connect it with a contour line? Absolutely. And I can put some shading. And I have my first hippo table. Now I'm going to stack a second one, just like you did on the birthday cake. My foreshortened circle, and you want the top of that to be in the middle. So let's say I drew it like this. I could say, no, it needs to come down a little bit more. And my two straight lines off the edge. Make sure you don't do this. It's a table that's coming off the edge. Add the pedestal or the leg to the table and a contour line. Now I could put a cast shadow there, my shading, and my shading. And if you can, I want you to try one more. Again, my foreshortened circle, so it's sitting on the top of the table. My two lines straight down, contour line, two lines, contour line. And I don't know if you can see that. Looks like maybe you can't. But if you look here, it's my three tables. I want you to try to stack 3 hippo tables. Notice this line. See how I have that line going down the middle? That's like the line of symmetry. See if you can keep it even on both sides, okay? And if you want to, you can erase the line when you're done, okay? So let's try that in our sketchbooks today. 3 hippo tables. Okay, so let's go ahead and close our sketchbooks. You can always stop, pause, and go back to this if you're at home. Today, we are going to make, let's see, we've done Baby Shark in a Fishbowl, Spider-Man, Space Alien. Now we're gonna do our Crazy Sea Monster. And I think he's really, really cute. I like him. But there's a trick. There's so much going on in this picture. Contour lines, overlapping, shading, foreshortened circles, contour lines. We have a lot of different things going on in this picture to make him look like he's really in the water. That part of his body's gone down in the water, part of it's gone up. He's kind of like a sea monster, isn't he? So when I go to draw this, and I'm going to draw here with this black marker so you can see. When you go to draw this, start with a jumping line. You're going to start with a jumping line. And let me see if I move this a little bit closer. I think you can see better. How's that? Start with that jumping line. Come all the way around, and there's his head. And I can put on 2 eyes and overlap the eyes because he's 3-dimensional. To put on his nose, remember you're going to do a contour line. I'm going to fill that in so it's 3-dimensional. You can make some big old eyes here. And just like we did on Baby Shark in a Fishbowl, and we also did it on our Space Alien, put a top on him with contour lines to show that it's round. And if you want to decorate the top, you can decorate the top. Now, he jumped under the water, so I'm going to put another jumping line. okay? And then I'll add shading to that to show that it's three-dimensional. Now here's the fun part. This is what makes it fun. When you want to take this one and he's going to jump under and on top of. So there's a lot of overlapping on that one. Okay, so watch this. I'm going to jump up and stop. Peekaboo. Come out the other side and then go on top. Now go to the inside. Stop. Peekaboo. Come out the other side and back on top. Now, I used a black marker, so I can't erase this, but you see how when I add my shadow here, it came on top. That's overlapping. I overlap the eyes and I overlap the tail. So this is a jump. This is a jump. And on this one, we're going to jump, stop, come out the other side, and come on top. Now, if you want, I could go stop, peekaboo, stop, peekaboo, and I could come out around some more if I wanted to. I could add some spikes on them if I wanted to. I could make him any kind of sea creature that I want. But I want to show that he's in the water, and water has rippling. It doesn't have straight lines, it has rippling. So guess what kind of circle we're going to use? You have it. 4 shortened circles wherever his body's going in and out of the water. And that shows that the water is moving. My horizon line is going to be back here, and it's kind of not a straight line, it's kind of grassy. Here's the water, there's the land. And you also could add, if you wanted, some plant life in it. And see all the 4 shortened circles to show the water? And to do that, I'm just going to go jump, 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 jump. And then the shading will make it look three-dimensional. And there's the water. So you can stop this video. You can look at it. You can make this come all the way around. You could either do another jump if you wanted to, and the tail come up around. You can add whatever you want to make your sea creature. Okay? So send me your pictures. I can't wait to see it. Y'all are doing an awesome job. Now this is our last week of our contour lines. Next week we're going to move into our straight lines and get into line patterns and perspective drawings. So you're doing an awesome job. Send me your pictures. I can't wait to see them. I'll see you next week. Bye.